Ladies and gentlemen, Shibo. There are moments in life when we stand at a crossroads, torn between the future we are uncertain about and the past we know all too well. The pull of what is familiar can be overwhelming. It's easy to believe that returning to what we've known, even if it caused us pain, will provide comfort. But true courage is not found in retreating to what is safe or familiar. It is found in the act of moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. Choosing to walk away from someone or something that has hurt us is one of the most difficult decisions we can make. The memories of what once was the joy, the connection, the shared experiences can create a powerful attachment that clouds our judgment. We might convince ourselves that we're not strong enough to move on or that we need to hold on just a little longer. But deep within, we know that returning to what has broken us will only keep us stuck in a cycle of pain, and we deserve more than that. We deserve peace. We deserve growth. And most importantly, we deserve the chance to move forward and discover what lies beyond the horizon. It takes a remarkable kind of courage to walk away from something that once held such significance. This courage is not the absence of fear or doubt, it is the ability to act despite those feelings. When we decide to leave behind what has hurt us, we are not just letting go of a person or a situation, but we are letting go of the past version of ourselves that clung to it. We are stepping into a new chapter of our lives, one that is filled with uncertainty but also filled with possibility. It is in this uncertain space that our true strength resides. Moving forward requires us to trust in ourselves and in the process of life. It asks us to believe that we are capable of navigating the unknown, even when the road ahead seems unclear or daunting. This doesn't mean that the journey will be easy or free of challenges. There will be moments when we feel lost, moments when we doubt our decision, moments when the temptation to look back seems impossible to resist. But the beauty of courage is that it doesn't require perfection. It only requires the willingness to take the next step, no matter how small. In those moments of doubt, it's essential to remember that courage isn't about avoiding pain, it's about moving through it. Each step forward, no matter how difficult, is an act of resilience. It's a declaration that we are not defined by the things that have hurt us, but by how we rise above them. It's about choosing to leave behind the things that no longer serve us, even if they once seemed like everything, because we know deep down that we are worthy of more. We are worthy of a life that reflects our true potential, a life where we are free to become the person we are meant to be. Walking away doesn't mean we are abandoning the past. It means we are choosing to take the lessons we've learned and use them as stepping stones towards something better. Every challenge, every hardship, every heartbreak has shaped us into who we are today. The courage to move forward isn't about erasing the past, but about acknowledging it and choosing not to let it control our future. We are the authors of our own stories, and it's time to turn the page and begin a new chapter. There is incredible power in choosing to walk away from what has hurt us. When we take that bold step, we send a message to ourselves that we are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. We show ourselves that we are strong enough to handle the discomfort of change, that we can navigate the unknown with grace and confidence. We prove to ourselves that we are not bound by the past, and that we are capable of creating a future that is aligned with our true desires and values. True courage doesn't always look like grand, dramatic acts. Sometimes it's found in the quiet strength of choosing to walk away from what no longer serves us, even when it feels easier to stay. It's found in the decision to trust that the best is yet to come, even when we can't see it. It's found in the quiet moments of determination when we choose to keep moving forward step by step toward a brighter future. So take that step. Trust yourself. And know that the courage to move forward will lead you to the life you deserve. Resilience is not just about surviving the storms that come our way, it's about using those very storms to strengthen us. Life doesn't always go as planned. We face challenges, we endure hardships, and sometimes we feel like we're on the edge, barely holding on. But the beauty of resilience lies in the understanding that every difficulty we encounter has the potential to transform us. It's in these very moments of struggle that we are given the opportunity to discover the depth of our strength, to rise and to overcome. At its core, resilience is the ability to bounce back, to recover from setbacks, and to continue moving forward, no matter how many times we fall. But it is not just about returning to where we were before the challenge, it's about growing beyond it. It's about using each experience, each struggle, each moment of pain as a stepping stone toward becoming a better version of ourselves. Resilience doesn't come from never falling, it comes from the willingness to get back up, to learn and to keep going. Every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger, to build character, and to refine the person we are becoming. There's a common misconception that resilience is something we are born with, a trait that some have and others don't. But resilience is not a fixed quality, it is a skill, one that we can cultivate, nourish, and develop over time. Like a muscle, it grows stronger the more we use it. Every time we face adversity and continue to move forward, we reinforce our ability to handle whatever life throws our way. It's not about avoiding challenges or seeking an easy path. It's about understanding that the challenges we face are part of the process, and they are shaping us into the individuals we are meant to be. The journey of resilience begins with self-awareness. It's about recognizing the difficulties we face, acknowledging the emotions that come with them, and still choosing to keep moving forward. It's about understanding that pain and struggle are natural parts of life, but they don't define us. What defines us is our response to those challenges. Will we let them defeat us, or will we use them as fuel for growth? Resilience requires us to take responsibility for our own healing and progress. It requires us to show up for ourselves, even when the world feels heavy and the road ahead seems long. One of the most powerful aspects of resilience is the ability to adapt. Life is unpredictable, and we can't always control the circumstances we face, but we can control how we respond. Resilience means being flexible, being willing to adjust when things don't go according to plan, and trusting that even if the original path is no longer an option, there is always another way forward. The ability to adapt doesn't mean giving up on our dreams or our goals. It means staying open to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new ways of achieving what we truly desire. Another key element of resilience is hope. Even when things seem impossible, even when the darkness feels overwhelming, hope is the light that keeps us moving. Resilient individuals understand that the present moment is not the final destination. They know that life is full of ebbs and flows, highs and lows, and that no moment, no matter how difficult, lasts forever. Her hope is what allows us to believe that better days are ahead, that we are capable of overcoming the trials before us, and that there is always something to learn from every experience. But resilience is not just about inner strength, it's also about support. It's about recognizing that we don't have to do everything alone. Resilience grows stronger when we lean on others, when we share our struggles and allow others to help us carry the weight. There is incredible power in vulnerability, in allowing ourselves to be seen and supported, and in offering the same support to others. When we surround ourselves with people who lift us up, we become even more capable of handling life's challenges. Together we become unstoppable. Through every challenge, every setback, and every difficult moment, resilience teaches us that we are capable of so much more than we realize. It teaches us that no matter how many times we stumble, we can always rise again. It shows us that each struggle is an opportunity for growth, and that every hardship we endure is shaping us into stronger, wiser, and more compassionate individuals. Resilience is not about avoiding pain or hardship, it's about embracing it and using it to propel us forward. It's about understanding that within us lies an unshakable strength, and that with every step we take, we become more of the person we are meant to be. So when life presents its challenges, and it will remember that you are resilient, you are capable of more than you know. You have within you the strength to rise above any obstacle, to overcome any setback, and to continue moving forward. Your resilience is your superpower, and it will carry you through the toughest times, helping you emerge stronger and more determined than ever before. Growth is not a passive process, it is an active choice. It requires us to let go of what no longer serves us, even if it once held great meaning in our lives. Sometimes we become so attached to the things, people, or situations that we once believed were essential to our happiness that we fail to recognize they have stopped contributing to our growth. The truth is that for growth to happen, we must be willing to make space for something new. And this often means letting go of what we've outgrown, no matter how painful that may seem. When we hold on to something that no longer serves us, we are essentially resisting change. We are holding on to comfort, even when it is clear that this comfort is no longer helping us evolve. But life is all about change. It's an ongoing process of transformation. And in order to keep growing, we need to understand that sometimes letting go is not just necessary, it's vital. Letting go doesn't mean abandoning the past or erasing the memories. It simply means acknowledging that what was once nourishing is no longer supporting the person we are becoming. At the heart of letting go is the trust that something better is waiting for us. It can be terrifying to release what feels familiar, even when it is no longer good for us. The fear of the unknown often holds us back from taking that step. But by clinging to the past, we deny ourselves the opportunity to experience the future that is waiting for us, one that may be far more aligned with our true potential. When we choose to let go, we are actively making room for the things, people, and experiences that will help us grow in ways we may not even yet understand. The process of letting go is not always easy. It is often a journey filled with uncertainty, doubt, and moments of fear. We might question whether we are making the right choice, whether we are giving up too soon, or whether we will ever find something better. These doubts are natural, but they should not stop us. What we must remember is that growth does not happen in the comfort zone. Growth happens when we step into the unknown, when we challenge ourselves, and when we trust in the process of life. By letting go of what no longer serves us, we open ourselves up to new opportunities, new experiences, and new people who can help us continue our journey of growth. Letting go is also a powerful act of self-love. It is a way of telling ourselves that we deserve better, that we are worthy of happiness and fulfillment. By holding on to what no longer nourishes us, we are essentially denying ourselves the chance to experience the richness of life that is available to us. It's like holding on to a withered plant and expecting it to grow. No matter how much we want it to, it can't thrive unless we let it go and make room for something new. Similarly, when we choose to let go of the things that no longer serve us, we give ourselves the opportunity to flourish. Every time we release something that has outlived its purpose, we make space for new growth, whether it's a new perspective, a new opportunity, or a new way of being. Letting go invites new possibilities into our lives. It creates space for us to evolve, to learn, and to embrace the potential that exists within us. It's through this process of release and renewal that we can continue to expand our horizons, explore new paths, and uncover the fullness of who we are meant to be. There's a certain freedom that comes with letting go. It is the freedom to live without the weight of the past holding us down. It is the freedom to make choices that are in alignment with our authentic selves, rather than being tethered to old patterns or beliefs that no longer resonate with who we are today. When we let go of what no longer serves us, we are taking control of our own destiny. We are no longer a prisoner to the past, but an active participant in shaping our future. The act of letting go also requires patience. It is not a quick or easy fix, it's a process that unfolds over time. Sometimes we may feel like we've let go of something only to realize that we're still holding on in ways we hadn't recognized. But that's okay. Growth is not linear, and the journey of letting go is often one of trial and error. What matters is that we are committed to the process, that we continue to trust in our ability to release what no longer serves us, and that we keep moving forward step by step toward the life we deserve. Each time we let go, we create space for something new to enter our lives. This is not just about physical possessions or relationships. It's about letting go of old thought patterns, outdated beliefs, and limiting self-perceptions. It's about shedding the layers that have kept us small, held us back, or kept us stuck in fear. The more we release, the more we open ourselves up to the endless possibilities that life has to offer. And the more we let go, the more we invite the new growth that will lead us to our highest potential. There is a deeply empowering truth we must all come to understand: our worth is not defined by our past. It is not defined by the people who may have failed us or the situations that have caused us pain. Our worth is not tied to our failures, our mistakes, or our regrets. It is rooted in the essence of who we are, in the potential we carry within us, and in the strength we find when we choose to rise above all that has tried to hold us down. We live in a world where it can sometimes feel like our value is determined by the circumstances of our lives, by how others perceive us, or by the experiences we've gone through. We often internalize these external judgments and let them shape how we see ourselves. If we've faced rejection, if we've been let down by others, or if we've struggled through hardship, it's easy to start questioning our own worth. We wonder if we're not good enough, or if we somehow deserve the pain we've endured. But none of these things are true. Our worth is not measured by the opinions of others or the events we've faced. It is measured by our ability to rise again, to continue moving forward, and to keep believing in our own value, regardless of what has happened. The reality is that every challenge we face, every heartbreak, every disappointment, and every failure is an opportunity for growth. They are not reflections of our worth, but moments that shape us, refine us, and help us understand our true potential. They do not make us any less worthy. In fact, they often enhance our worth by teaching us resilience, compassion, and wisdom. Through overcoming struggles, we come to realize that our value does not lie in perfection, but in our ability to keep going, to keep striving, and to keep believing in ourselves, even when the world seems to tell us otherwise. When we choose to see ourselves as worthy of love, respect, and happiness, we step into our power. It doesn't matter how many times we've been let down or how many mistakes we've made. Our worth is inherent. It cannot be lost or taken away by anything or anyone. Our experiences do not define us, they simply contribute to the complex, beautiful, and strong individuals we are becoming. Every challenge we face is an opportunity to prove to ourselves that we are capable of more than we ever imagined. It's through these experiences that we uncover the depths of our strength, and in doing so, we recognize the immense value we carry. When we accept the fact that our worth is not defined by the past, we give ourselves the freedom to move forward. We no longer have to be prisoners to past pain or to the mistakes we've made. We can release the burden of guilt, regret, and shame and embrace the future with open arms. This acceptance of our inherent worth frees us to pursue the life we truly deserve, a life filled with joy, growth, and possibility. We no longer need to prove our worth to anyone because we know, deep in our hearts, that we are enough as we are. This understanding doesn't mean that we stop learning from our experiences or that we avoid reflecting on the past. It means we no longer allow the past to dictate who we are. We take the lessons learned and use them as tools for growth, rather than using them as weights that hold us back. The past may have shaped us, but it does not have to define us. We have the power to create the future we want, one step at a time, and we are worthy of that future. Our worth also does not come from external validation. It's easy to fall into the trap of seeking approval from others, measuring our value by the way people perceive us. But when we tie our worth to the opinions of others, we give away our power. We allow someone else's perception of us to dictate how we feel about ourselves. True worth comes from within. It comes from the deep knowing that we are enough exactly as we are. It is the quiet confidence that arises when we no longer need to seek validation from others because we have already given ourselves the affirmation we need. In this journey, it's essential to recognize that our worth is not a destination but a constant truth that exists within us. It is not something we earn or prove, it is something we recognize, accept, and honor. When we live with the understanding that we are worthy, regardless of our circumstances or past experiences, we open the door to a life of limitless potential. We no longer feel the need to shrink ourselves or dim our light to fit into the world's expectations. We stand tall in our truth, embracing our value and stepping into the greatness that is already within us. No matter where we have been or what we have faced, we are worthy of all the goodness that life has to offer. We are worthy of love, respect, success, and peace. Our past does not diminish our value, it only enhances it by showing us the strength and resilience we possess. So we must choose to believe in our worth, not because of what we've done or what has happened to us, but because we are inherently worthy, deserving of all the joy, love, and fulfillment the world has to offer. And once we embrace this truth, nothing and no one can take away the power we hold within. Life is a journey, and like any journey, it is filled with moments of uncertainty. The unknown can be intimidating. It often feels safer to stay in the familiar, to cling to what we know, even when it no longer serves us. But it is in these moments of fear, these moments of uncertainty, that we must remind ourselves of the inherent power of trust. Trusting the journey is not about having all the answers or knowing exactly where the road will take us. It is about having faith in ourselves and in the process of life. It is about believing that no matter how unclear the future may seem, there is a greater plan unfolding for us, and all we have to do is continue moving forward with open hearts and minds. When we step into the unknown, we are often faced with doubt. The future seems like a vast, open space, and it's easy to feel lost, unsure, or even afraid of what might be ahead. But the truth is that every step we take into the unknown is a step toward growth. It's a step toward new opportunities, new experiences, and new possibilities that we could never have imagined while standing in the comfort of the known. Trusting the journey means embracing the fact that we don't have to have everything figured out right now. It means understanding that the answers we seek will reveal themselves as we continue to walk forward. The journey we are on may not always be smooth or easy. There will be bumps in the road, moments when we stumble, and times when it feels like we are moving in the wrong direction. But this is part of the process. Every detour, every challenge, every unexpected twist is shaping us, teaching us, and preparing us for something greater. Trusting the journey means accepting that there is no straight path, no perfect formula for success. It's about understanding that the beauty of life lies in its unpredictability. It is through the challenges we face that we develop the strength, wisdom, and resilience we need to achieve our dreams. Sometimes, when we face adversity, it's easy to get caught up in the belief that we are off track, that we are somehow failing or falling behind. But when we trust the journey, we recognize that these obstacles are not signs of failure, they are opportunities for growth. They are the moments that test our resolve and our determination, and they reveal to us our true strength. Each setback is an invitation to rise, to reassess, and to move forward with even more clarity and purpose. Trusting the journey means accepting that growth is not linear, it is a process of constant evolution, and every step, no matter how difficult, brings us closer to the person we are meant to become. Another powerful aspect of trusting the journey is letting go of the need to control every outcome. We live in a world that often tells us to have everything planned out, to know exactly what we want and how we are going to get it. But the truth is that life is rarely as predictable as we'd like it to be. Sometimes the path we envision for ourselves isn't the path that life has in store for us. Trusting the journey means letting go of our tight grip on control and allowing life to unfold in its own way. It means believing that even when things don't go according to plan, they are still unfolding exactly as they should. The universe has a way of guiding us toward the right opportunities, even when we can't see them in the moment. When we trust the journey, we stop forcing things and start flowing with life, knowing that each experience, each choice, each moment is a necessary part of our growth. Trusting the journey also requires patience. It's easy to become frustrated when things aren't happening as quickly as we want them to. We live in a world that thrives on instant gratification where we expect results immediately. But real growth takes time. The most profound transformations happen slowly, piece by piece, and often in ways that are not immediately visible. Trusting the journey means having patience with ourselves and with the process, knowing that everything we are working toward will come in its own time. It's about trusting that the seeds we plant today will one day blossom into the life we've always dreamed of. In trusting the journey, we also trust in our own ability to navigate it. There will be times when we feel uncertain, times when we question ourselves and our decisions. But deep down, we have everything we need to navigate the challenges ahead. We are stronger than we realize, and we have the resilience and wisdom to face whatever comes our. Every decision we make, every step we take toward our future, is an opportunity to empower ourselves. Empowerment doesn't come from external sources, it comes from within. It comes from recognizing our own strength, our own ability to create the life we desire, and from taking responsibility for the choices we make along the way. Every act of courage, no matter how small, is a declaration of our power. It is a reminder that we are not passive participants in our lives, but active creators of our own destiny. When we empower ourselves, we stop waiting for permission from others. We stop looking for validation, approval, or affirmation from the outside world. Instead, we begin to trust ourselves. We begin to believe that we are capable of making the right decisions, that we are worthy of success, and that we are enough, just as we are. Empowerment is the act of claiming our worth, regardless of what anyone else thinks or says. It is the freedom to pursue our dreams without fear of judgment or rejection. It is the confidence to move forward, even when the path ahead is uncertain, because we know that we have the strength to navigate whatever comes our way. At the heart of self-empowerment is the understanding that we are in control of our own lives. We may not always be able to control the circumstances we find ourselves in, but we can control how we respond to them. Empowerment comes from taking ownership of our choices, our actions, and our thoughts. It's about acknowledging that we have the power to create change in our own lives. Every time we take responsibility for our choices, we take back our power. Every time we choose to move forward in spite of fear or doubt, we reaffirm our ability to shape our future. One of the most powerful aspects of self-empowerment is the belief in our own potential. When we realize that we are capable of achieving anything we set our minds to, we unlock a world of possibilities. Empowerment is not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about knowing that we have the ability to learn, grow, and adapt. It's about trusting that we can overcome any obstacle and face any challenge with resilience and determination. The more we believe in our potential, the more we begin to see it reflected in our actions. We take bold steps, we make courageous decisions, and we step outside of our comfort zones because we trust that we are capable of handling whatever comes our way. Empowerment is also about setting boundaries. It's about recognizing that we are worthy of respect and that we don't have to tolerate anything that drains our energy or diminishes our value. When we empower ourselves, we give ourselves permission to say no when something is not in alignment with our goals, values, or well-being. We stop sacrificing our happiness for the sake of others, and we start prioritizing ourselves. Setting boundaries is not selfish, it is an act of self-love. It is the recognition that we are deserving of space, peace, and respect, and that we have the right to protect our energy. By setting boundaries, we not only take control of our own lives, but we also teach others how to treat us. Self-empowerment also involves letting go of limiting beliefs, the thoughts and stories we tell ourselves about what we can or cannot do. These beliefs often stem from past experiences, societal expectations, or the opinions of others, but they are not truths. Empowerment comes from challenging these beliefs and recognizing that we are not limited by them. We are capable of achieving more than we often realize, but we have to be willing to let go of the thoughts that keep us small. Every time we push past a limiting belief, we break free from the chains that hold us back and step into a new level of personal power. In the journey of self-empowerment, it's important to celebrate our progress. We often focus so much on where we want to go that we forget to acknowledge how far we've come. Empowerment grows when we recognize our own achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Every step forward is an act of power, every challenge overcome is a victory, and every moment we choose ourselves is a reason to celebrate. By acknowledging our progress, we fuel our belief in our own ability and inspire ourselves to keep going. The beauty of self-empowerment is that it is available to each of us. It is not reserved for a select few, it is a choice we can make every day. There is an extraordinary power in the decision to keep going, no matter the circumstances. It is in the moments of struggle, when it feels like the weight of the world is bearing down on us, that we are presented with the greatest opportunity for growth. The choice to continue, to rise after we have fallen, is what defines us. It is not the easy moments that shape our character, but the times when we face adversity and choose to persevere. In those moments, we are not simply surviving, we are building resilience, strength, and determination that will carry us through whatever challenges come next. When we choose to keep going, we tap into a well of untapped potential within us. It's easy to feel discouraged when things don't go as planned, when the road ahead seems uncertain, or when we face disappointment. But every setback is an invitation to learn, to grow, and to strengthen our resolve. The decision to keep going means that we are not letting failure define us. Instead, we see it as a stepping stone on the path to success. Every time we get up after a fall, we build the kind of resilience that will help us face even greater challenges with confidence. In moments of difficulty, the journey ahead can seem daunting. But it's important to remember that we are never alone in this process. We have within us the power to rise, to move forward, and to keep going. It may not be easy, and the path may not always be clear, but each step we take is a victory. It is a testament to our strength, to our commitment, and to our unshakable belief that we are capable of more than we realize. When we decide to keep going, we are taking control of our future. We are saying, I refuse to be defined by my setbacks. I choose to define myself by my ability to rise again. And with every step, no matter how small, we build the life we desire. The road may be long, and the journey may be difficult, but the power lies in the simple act of continuing, of refusing to give up, and trusting that the best is yet to come.